With me now is Phil Sinclair from the Ministry of Defence, here to tell us more about the Armed Forces Covenant. Thank you for joining me today, Phil.
Thank you.
You've had a busy day out there today. It's been a success. I see you've had 7 more employers sign up this morning.
Yes, indeed, which brings the total in the region this year to something like 149 so far.
That's wonderful.
So, which is yes, it's a nice number.
And you're continuing that momentum.
We're continuing that momentum. The projection is going north.
Excellent.
And has been doing for the last couple of years, which is excellent news, because the Armed Forces Covenant, as you've already heard from previous interviews, is incredibly important, and of incredible benefit not only to the Armed Forces community that it supports, but the businesses that lend their support to it.
It is real, that sort of mutual symbiotic
Absolutely.
benefit there.
Yeah.
Benefit sounds almost wrong to say. It's like you say, it's putting everybody on that level playing field almost.
Yeah, the Covenant is very much about removing barriers, essentially. There are various aspects to the Armed Forces Covenant. The aspect that I deal with almost exclusively is very much with business, and therefore focuses more on the employment side of the Covenant and provision of goods and services, and identifying those barriers to accessibility, whether that be employment, whether that be the goods and services that they offer.
I think having that open dialogue between employers and the Armed Forces community is incredibly valuable to have.
Oh, absolutely. The partnering with defence is one of our watchwords, and it really is a partnership. The Ministry of Defence are very aware of how important the business community are to them as a strategic partner. I mean, if you consider that some 30 to 35% of armed forces capability is made up of reserves, then you can begin to appreciate just how important employers are as a strategic partner to defence, and therefore it is about partnering.
And I think anybody from the Armed Forces community, whether they're still serving or volunteering, in fact, they've a wealth of transferable skills here, life skills, work skills, all are applicable in the workforce.
Absolutely, both hard skills and soft skills. We talk about the soft skills probably more than the hard skills, but as you've heard earlier from a previous interview, people work on aircraft frames and platforms. The qualifications that they gain as a result of that are second to none, and they are directly transferable into business, and that's just aviation. Between the Royal Navy, the Army and the Air Force, we probably cover every single sector of business in one form or another, in terms of both training and qualifications, what we call employment skills. So the Armed Forces personnel have that wealth of skill and experience that they can bring into business.
This is it. There's, like as you say, there's such a plethora of industry within the Armed Forces. Absolutely. If you like, that some there will be somebody from the Armed Forces that's applicable to most roles in civistry, as you like.
Absolutely, and part of my role is to talk to businesses to say, look, take away the perceptions. Quite often members of the Armed Forces will not necessarily complete an application form particularly well or have a particularly good CV. And why not? Because they have had no real need for doing so, because they've been essentially employed within the forces, and therefore don't go through the same sort of job interviews and job hunting that a normal member of society might otherwise do. So they may not, on the face of it, be the right person for the role, but actually, if you were to interview them, it would become very apparent very quickly that, well, actually, this individual probably does have the level of experience, qualification and skill needed for the role.
We always say sort of that these are people, not paper, and I think this couldn't be more
Absolutely.
applicable in that sense, you know, and it's
Absolutely.
about meeting these people. Phil, thank you for taking the time to talk with me today, and
Not at all. Pleasure.
congratulations on the day, and like I say, I really do hope you continue that forward momentum and meet those goals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very kind of you. Thank you very much.